Hi, welcome to Module 4, Humanitarian Coordination and Partnership. In this module, we will explore the mechanisms of coordination and partnership in humanitarian operations. Effective coordination is essential for the timely and effective delivery of humanitarian aid. Humanitarian organizations often work in complex environments where multiple stakeholders, governments, international organizations, non-governmental organizations, NGOs, local communities, and private sector actors must collaborate to address the needs of affected populations. This module examines how these partnerships are structured, the roles and responsibilities of different actors, and the importance of maintaining effective coordination throughout humanitarian responses. The importance of humanitarian coordination. Humanitarian coordination is the process of ensuring that different organizations and actors work together efficiently to provide aid to those in need. It helps to avoid duplication of efforts, ensures that all areas of need are covered, and that resources are used efficiently. Improving efficiency and reducing duplication. Coordination helps humanitarian organizations to plan their activities in a way that minimizes overlap and maximizes the effectiveness of available resources. This is particularly important in large-scale crises where numerous organizations are involved. Without effective coordination, some areas of need may be overlooked, while others might receive an excess of resources, resulting in wasted efforts. Ensuring complementary services. Humanitarian aid often involves diverse sectors, such as health, food security, shelter, water, and sanitation. Effective coordination ensures that these sectors are addressed in a complementary manner so that people receive the full spectrum of assistance they need. For example, food distribution may need to be combined with water and sanitation services to avoid the spread of disease. Key humanitarian actors. In a humanitarian response, multiple actors collaborate to provide aid. These actors include United Nations, UN agencies. Various UN agencies play a key role in providing humanitarian assistance. For example, the UNHCR, United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees, focuses on refugees, while the WFP, or World Food Programme, is responsible for food aid. Other agencies, like UNICEF, United Nations Children's Fund, focus on child protection, health, and education. Non-governmental organizations, NGOs. NGOs are often on the ground in affected areas, providing direct assistance. They may be international organizations, such as Medicines Sans Frontieres or Save the Children, or local organizations that understand the local context and needs. NGOs can often respond more quickly than larger, more bureaucratic agencies. Government. National governments are often the first responders to crises. They provide leadership, resources, and coordination at the national level. In some cases, governments may collaborate with international organizations and NGOs to ensure that the humanitarian response is effective. Private sector. Private sector companies can contribute to humanitarian efforts by providing logistical support, technology, communications, and financial resources. Their involvement is crucial in ensuring that goods and services reach affected populations in a timely manner. Local communities and civil society. Local communities and civil society organizations are often the first to respond to a crisis and play an essential role in the response and recovery efforts. They are best positioned to understand the needs of their communities and can provide critical support in terms of local knowledge, cultural sensitivity, and mobilizing community resources. Coordination mechanisms in humanitarian action. There are several coordination mechanisms in place to ensure that humanitarian aid is delivered efficiently and effectively. These mechanisms help to facilitate communication and cooperation between humanitarian organizations. Cluster system. The cluster system is an important coordination mechanism used by the UN and other humanitarian actors. It groups organizations by sector, such as health, shelter, nutrition, and logistics, and ensures that each cluster is responsible for coordinating activities within its area. Each cluster is led by a designated lead agency, which ensures that all relevant actors are working together and that the response is comprehensive. Humanitarian Country Teams HCT. The HCT is made up of key humanitarian actors in a given country, including UN agencies, NGOs, and the government. The HCT coordinates the overall response, provides leadership, and ensures that resources are allocated appropriately. Interagency Standing Committee, IASC. The IASC is a global body that brings together key humanitarian organizations to ensure coordination at the international level. It is made up of UN agencies, the International Red Cross and Red Crescent Movement, and other NGOs. The IASC ensures that global policies and strategies are in place for effective humanitarian action. Challenges in humanitarian coordination. While humanitarian coordination is essential for effective aid delivery, it often faces several challenges. Different mandates and priorities. Different organizations may have different priorities based on their mandates, which can lead to conflicting strategies or duplicated efforts. For example, an organization focused on providing food aid may have different priorities from one focused on health services, leading to gaps in assistance. Competition for resources. In a crisis, many organizations compete for limited resources. This can result in a lack of coordination, as organizations may attempt to secure resources without consulting others. The competition for funding can also create tensions and undermine collaboration. Communication barriers. Communication between organizations can be a significant challenge in complex emergencies. Differences in language, systems, and working styles can impede collaboration. Additionally, during large-scale emergencies, the volume of information can be overwhelming, making it difficult to share accurate, real-time data. Security risks. In conflict zones or areas with ongoing violence, humanitarian workers face security risks that can make it difficult to coordinate effectively. Humanitarian actors may be reluctant to travel to certain areas, or they may be prevented from accessing certain populations due to security concerns. Building effective partnerships in humanitarian work. Building strong partnerships is essential for successful humanitarian work. Effective partnerships enable organizations to pool resources, share expertise, and extend their reach. Some key strategies for building partnerships include trust and mutual respect. Strong partnerships are based on trust and mutual respect. Humanitarian actors must work together as equals, valuing each organization's contribution. This requires transparent communication and a commitment to working toward shared goals. Shared goals and objectives. Partnerships are most effective when all parties are aligned in their objectives. Humanitarian organizations should work together to develop shared goals and establish clear roles and responsibilities for each partner. Effective communication. Effective communication is critical for coordinating the activities of multiple organizations. Regular meetings, joint planning sessions, and clear information sharing protocols can help ensure that everyone is on the same page. So that will be it for this module. Take the quiz to proceed to the next module. See you on the next module.